Starfield is the up-and-coming game from Bethesda Game Studios, who are responsible for franchises like Skyrim and Fallout. We already know that Todd Howard is a virgin, but today we're going to be going over everything we know so far, including gameplay, features, and characters. Bethesda has changed the facial customization by drawing on facial scans from a bunch of different people, and since these are actually the same face scans the NPCs use, you might just see your long-lost twin out there that tries to kill you and take over your life living as the fake you. Of course, all the refinement options for customization are still there, as well as over 40 different hairstyles and a bunch of jewelry. Hopefully they have dreads. After creating your character, you'll then have to choose a character background, kinda like the greatest game of all time did, Cyberpunk. You can only pick one background, so here are all the options we know of, with the first one being a chef. Now you might be thinking, being a chef isn't quite optimal in an infinite galaxy that has monsters in it, but with the chef background, you are actually able to make higher quality food and drinks. All that time spent playing Fruit Ninja will give you a melee weapon buff, and you'll also get a nice scavenging bonus. The combat medic will get a buff to both pistols and medicine, as well as the wellness perk, which helps you have good health so you don't have to go to the nursery retirement home too soon. And the sneaky thief of the bunch will be the cyber runner. That means whenever you kill someone with a silenced weapon, the kill will be totally undetectable, and of course your pickpocketing is next level. One of these days I might just put a grenade in there. You're also harder to detect and can pick locks a lot better. The cyberneticist background also lets you pick digital locks, as well as having a buff in medicine and laser weapons. Diplomats are some charming people with some improved persuasion skills and dialogue options, as well as being able to negotiate better deals at stores, and you also get more health because why not. The explorer background gives you an improved gravity drive for your ship, whatever that is, buffs your surveying skills, making it easier to spot alien life, as well as a buff to your laser weapons. Apart from these backgrounds that we went over, we also have a list of the rest of them that haven't been shown in game that will be appearing when the game is released, and I'll definitely be picking the gangster option. Your background will also give you unique dialogue options depending on who you're talking to. After picking your background, you'll then be able to choose 3 character traits, but you will be able to change some of them in game. The hero worship trait will give you a fanboy that follows you everywhere you go, and they have a buff in scavenging while bringing you attention and gifts. But hey, murder is not illegal in space, I'm just saying. If you're an introvert, you'll use less oxygen when traveling alone, but will use more oxygen when with human companions. Extrovert is of course just the opposite of that, but you can't combine the two. Kid stuff allows you to have parents who truly care for you. 2% of your credits will be gone and given to them, but at least you'll have a family, more than others would say. Inject some alien DNA inside of you and you'll start the game with increased health and endurance, but healing items won't be as effective. The Dream Home perk will give you a beautiful home on a peaceful planet, but you'll have to be making a $50,000 payment every single week. Some of the other traits such as Raise Universal and Raise Enlighten will make your character a part of that religion, which will change how some people view you, and you also have access to a secret chest in the New Atlantis. Neon Street Rat will give you immediate affiliation with the Neon Streets gang, but you won't only be customizing your character, you'll also be the owner of your very own ship, and you get them by buying them, taking them from enemies, or just straight up stealing them. You'll be able to name each ship whatever you like, and you'll have control over the main parts of the ship, as well as the colors and paint jobs. However, if you steal a ship, you'll have to register it beforehand, and that costs bread. You'll also be able to customize the ship's stations and stories. For example, things like a fuel tank, shields, weapons, these are all things you can upgrade to make your ship more powerful and durable, and in the ship overview you can see how much energy is going into each system, as well as your ship's statistics such as how far it can jump, how fast it's going, the weight, and all things you can expect to see. This means you can choose and build your ship either as a huge battleship that kills everything it sees, or just the fastest thing possible to help you escape from the Rick and Morty aliens. Starfield also features over 1,000 planets, each with their own unique environment, and you'll be able to gather information about the planet, if it has life, what factions reside there, and if they are hostile. When arriving on the planet, you're able to scan the world around you to learn more, including the multitude of enemies, and some of which you can actually tame. I'd love to see Preston Garvey fight one of these. There's a bunch of different types of weapons in Starfield, each of which you can see their individual stats, which include things like damage, fire rate, and range. The weapons are also customizable, and they allow you to take parts from other weapons and combine them, improving certain stats and just having the ability to make the ugliest weapon possible. There's normal ballistic weapons, futuristic laser weapons, and even electromagnetic things. You will of course be able to customize your armor as well, Things like your spacesuits, packs, helmets, and apparel is all available in your inventory and is all upgradable. There's also going to be rarities in armor and weapons, with the highest being legendary. Your outpost slash base is going to be where you reside, and much like Fallout 4, you're going to be able to customize your outpost and assign people to do certain jobs. There's going to be a bunch of companions for you to choose from and have sex with. You're going to be able to assign them to outposts or work on a ship. And yes, there's going to be romance and affinity points for all you little horny kids. Starfield is also going to have a multitude of factions that you can join. There's the government agents colonies, the bounty hunter cowboys of the Freestar Collective, the corporation Roygan Industries, and the space pirates of the Crimson Fleet. Joining any of them will open up new quests, dialogue options, and storylines. However, if you join one faction, then there's maybe another one who really dislikes you because of that, leading you to have a big bounty on your head. However, you don't have to fully commit to one faction, and you can spread out to a lot of them like the little whore you are. Todd Howard has also confirmed that Starfield would include mod support. Get ready for the endless sex and nude companion mods. The Pit-Boy of Starfield that's going to be allowing you to open your inventory and swap between items is going to be the nice Rolex watch on your wrist. You're also going to be able to be the sole owner of a jetpack. The jetpack stamina slash health bar is going to be separate from your stamina when you actually use it, and you're going to be able to use a jetpack to fly, dodge attacks, and even go to places that are only accessible via a jetpack. There's also been a bit of speculation that Starfield is going to be multiplayer. Now, of course, this isn't confirmed, and it wouldn't be like a Fallout 76 multiplayer, but rather a 2 to 4 person co-op, kind of like how the Far Cry did it. Bethesda has made it clear it's definitely going to be single player focused, and the chances of Starfield actually being multiplayer is probably 0%, but some people can't really accept it. And also check out this Todd Howard interview about Starfield where he said some really crazy stuff.
Yeah, look, we've done a lot of different dialogue systems. We've gone back to kind of I'll call it like a classic Bethesda style dialogue, with you're looking at the character and how they emote. You have a series of choices there. The scope of the game, the amount of content we're making, is a bit more than we've done before in terms of quests and things like that, but the depth in some of the stuff with the dialogue, we just passed 250,000 lines. And so that's a lot of dialogue, but we've gone through it and the impact is really there. And that includes my favorite speech persuasion system.
You're not talking us out of this score.
It feels like it's part of the dialogue, but you're spending points to persuade them.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
It feels natural, not like I've entered some other mode where I'm not doing regular dialogue. It's just I'm in this mode of persuading you to get what I want.
Having a way with words might prove useful.
But guys, please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. We're going to be going over more Starfield news and gameplay, as well as busting a bunch of myths, challenges, and just funny gameplay right when the game comes out. So we've got a lot of things to look forward to on the channel. But thank you guys for watching. Check out my other channels in the description, and have a great day.